Hello, welcome to my video show you how to install idle for Python. It's quite easy. You're going to download the latest version. You can download the latest version anytime using this method, so if you have an old version, please make sure you get the updated one. It's not too different. So first thing, you need to go to Google, type Python in a Google search. And then you want this website here. Oh, hang on. This website here, www.python.org. Click on that. And this is the Python homepage. You then can see Get Started, Docs, Jobs, and Download here. This is where you can download the installer to run idle. So click latest Python 3.9.1. They'll always have the latest ones there. You can get older versions. If you go on to download and so on, if you have a look throughout the website, you can get older versions. There's really no need to get an older version. You then come to this one. It'll give you the release dates. This one was released really decently, December 7th, 2020. Like I say, they update all the time. Don't worry about updating it because it doesn't make too much difference, but for this purpose we're going to download the most up-to-date one. Scroll down to the bottom where you can see files. So these are where you need to download them, and then what it's got is different versions for different operating systems. So there's recommended, there's lots of different Windows ones, and then Mac ones, there's two. For Mac, you will need this one, Mac OS 64-bit Intel installer. And it says here for Mac operating system 10.9 and later. And then this one here is experimental, so it won't work too well. I think what they're trying to do is design it for the new Mac operating system. So you're better off to get this one if you have a Mac. If you have Windows, then you want this one here, the recommended Windows installer 64-bit. Click on that. You'll get it down the bottom here. Just a firewall checking. Click keep. Wait for it to download. It won't take long. As you can see, it's only 26 megabytes. Then click on it to open it. And then click install now. And then if you get asked for allow the permissions, please do that. And then you install the program, wait for that to install, and I'll show you what happened after it has installed. Okay, so my installation is now done. You can see setup was successful. You've got this bit here, and you can look at the online tutorial. You don't need to, that's up to you. There's lots and lots of help on the Python website for using this software and using Python general code and so on. You can click this, I suggest not to, so we're just going to click close and then it's done. To find the installation, it will be recently added, or you scroll down to P for Python and then you've got a file there called 3.9, and then you have idle Python 3.964-bit, 3.964-bit, 3.9 manuals, 3.9 module docs. You can obviously search this as well by typing Python in the search bar there. So you want the top one, click on that to open idle. And then we have what is called the shell, this section here. Then we click File, New. We will create a new place to put our code. So here we have the area where you write your code, and then here we have the shell. What the shell does is show any printouts. So just give an example. And then to run any code, you click run F5. You must save it. F5 is the shortcut, or you click run and then run. You have to save it every single time you run it. So it's going to save this really quickly. do apologise, I haven't used Python in a while, forgot my brackets. There you go, and you can see here in the shell, and we've got print hello, so this is asking the shell to show the word hello, and then hello appears in the shell there. It's quite easy, it's simple to use. This is it. You need your two screens open all the time. So this is where you test what's working. This is where you write your code. Do not write your code in the shell. There's no way of testing it. If you have an issue, I'll show you again. Remove the parentheses or brackets. I'm going to hit F5. Save it. This is a syntax error, and sometimes it will tell you with this one what you mean. It doesn't always do that. Sometimes it will just say syntax error down the bottom here, and it won't tell you what the syntax error is. A little bit frustrating, but that's basically it. It doesn't provide you too much extra bits. Unfortunately, there's no line numbers, sorry, in idle. It's just not something that with Python you necessarily need. So make sure that you know clearly where you are and where all your code is. Another thing I'm just going to show you is the options to configure idle, where you can change the fonts that you see on your shell and also on where you type your code. Then if you click highlights, you can change the dark mode, or this new mode. I don't see much difference to the classic there, but dark mode is slightly different, so obviously makes the background darker. You can make the foreground darker. You can change things so they get highlighted, so on. It's up to you what you want to do. Don't play around with it too much. If you're not sure, just leave it, but I would suggest if you want dark mode, that's how to get it. So I'm just going to go over that one more time. Options, configure idle, highlights, and then here you select dark or classic, and then click apply, and then OK.